All right. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Yo, welcome still. Good to see you, Koros, as well. Hope you guys are both doing pretty good. How's Lost Ark treating you guys? By the way, Koros, I finally found it. It was hidden. I don't know why, but we actually found it, but I'm still going to hold off onto it. Just want to start giving up hope that Koros was more than I managed to snag. That's how we got him. Coder Coco, thank you for the 25 bits. I appreciate you, my dude. How are you doing, dude? How's Horizon Forbidden West treating you so far? Are you enjoying the game? All right, we're going back to Shadowverse because, as you can see by my character's tag, we're salty. No, I'm just kidding. But honestly, I'm actually kind of like feeling the Shadowverse bug, so we're going to be jumping into it. Hopefully that's okay with you guys. All right, so we are ready for Silver Cup. We also need to gather intel on Marcel, Tepedoka, and also Miyabi Zaizenshi. So we're going to go do that in the shopping district. Little Lurk sounds good, Coder. Thank you for dropping in the 25 bits, dude. Again, thank you. Appreciate that, my dude. We get a shout out for Coder Coco. Coder Coco. All right, so let's head over to the shopping district. If memory serves me correct, the shopping district is like adjacent from the school. And we actually have a little bit of a slight edit to the deck that I've been using a little bit. Thankfully, we have plenty of decks we can mess with. So the deck we were playing before is called Sword Cheese because it just cheeses with really small, really small creatures. Like, we have so many creatures that are just 1 or cheaper and 9. This one has a few more powerful cards we got from the new set, so we're gonna see what we can do here. All right, Swordcraft is definitely becoming a really fun one to play for sure. But my heart is still set on a little bit for Forestcraft and also Dragoncraft. That's the part we need to go there. Hopefully we can figure out what that Capcom thing is, because look, I like Capcom. Capcom is a really cool developer. They did Resident Evil. I'm also replaying Resident Evil 3, by the way. They also did Mega Man. They also did Resident Evil. There's a lot of things it could potentially be. Oh, I can't go past these guys. I want that pack. What do we have here?
What's that? You're just passing through? That's not gonna fly. This here is our territory. That's right. It belongs to the Bedtime Brigade. If you really want to get through, come back at night. We gotta get back to bed early, see? Otherwise, our mothers will tell us off for staying late. Yo, you don't want to mess with these guys. They're wearing Hawaiian shirts. Their hair literally looks like chocolate frosting, like from like those eclair things. Like, you don't want to mess with them. And they also got Guy Fieri right here too. So yeah, we don't want to mess with this crew of characters. All right, let's go talk to her.
What's that? You're asking if out of Marcy Tobacco? Of course I have. He's on TV all the time. Yeah, you want to know what makes him stand out? Why, the amount of food he cooks on his shows. Goodness. He really seems to enjoy having people eat their fill. He's bit of a device. Never watch him on an empty stomach. His Shadowverse class? His signature card? Sorry you lost me there. If you ask someone in shop business, they might be able to tell you. I'm afraid I don't have any connections like that, though.
I've learned a lot from Marcel's talk about quirks. He enjoys people eating their fill. Now I need to find out his class and signature card. Someone in show business might know something. But do I know anyone like that? Huh. Maybe I should check with the others first. I mean, don't we have like a friend who's kind of affiliated with them?
Hey,
Figure it out.
How are things going on your end? You learned one of Marcel's quirks. Nice.
That's
What is this,
certainly
My Hero
good
Academia
news,
now?
But finding out his class and signature card will be the real challenge.
Yeah, if only we knew where to look.
No, it's not here.
I don't know why, but I'm not a
here,
huge fan of
Kazuki
Kazuki's
Shindo?
design. Maybe it's the headband or something. It just contrasts too much.
My cell phone, it's gone. This is really bad, you know?
What? You lost your cell phone?
Oh no!
What about the
Come
phone
on,
snatch?
help
Did
me
he make a
with that.
comeback?
Where'd you go today? I bet we can find it if we just retrace your steps.
That may not be necessary. Kazuki Shindo, try checking your pocket.
My pocket? There's no way it's in.
Seriously?
Wait, here it is.
Seriously?
Oh, Kazuki.
Often the thing
Bro,
you're
don't you
looking
feel
for
that
is
stuff when
right
you're walking
under your
around?
nose. Keep that in mind, Kazuki Shindo.
Okay, I'll remember that.
Somehow, I don't believe you.
Thankfully, I haven't had one of those things happen to me yet. Right under your nose, huh? Maybe that's the answer that we've been looking for all along. Now that I think of it, a talent agent gave me her card.
A business card? Looks like it belongs to someone at a talent agency.
I see. Marcel Tabeoka is on TV a lot, after all.
Oh, do you think they work together? Maybe she knows a thing or two about him.
This is just the lead we needed. See if you can track her down.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. We could definitely go check it out. I first met her outside the Shadowverse Stadium. We're gonna go check over there. Yeah, because I remember that we met somebody who was like kind of like in connections and gave us. I don't really remember the business card. I just remember like talking to them before we actually jumped into, I believe, what, the Bronze Cup. Yeah, let's go find this individual here, shall we? All right, let's see. I know we're good. Okay. So All right, so so that's the academy dorms. That's the park. So I think we have to go through the shopping district, if I remember correctly. Yeah, to me that seems like to be the right way to go through. So we're gonna do that really quick. All right, cool. And then I think it's like at the end is where we have to be able to get to it, because I don't think we can actually fast travel to like the Shadowverse state. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a stadium. Like that's definitely looking like a stadium. Ooh, they actually have new stuff here. We're gonna go check that out really quick. See if there's anything good. New cards have been stocked. Odin. Ooh, gotta get ready for Ragnarok for God of War. What does Odin do? Let's see. So it's a fanfare. Banish an amulet or follower. That's actually pretty interesting. So it's a pretty big dude. Like his attack's fine. His defense is okay. But I mean, just be able to have a body that's also a removal for both an enemy and an amulet is actually pretty good. That is actually pretty cool. That's a business district. We don't know to go there just yet. As much as I like this game and the overall presentation, sometimes it does chug in like the frame rates and it kind of does get distracting. All right, let's see. Where is that person? Oh, there they are. The manager, that's who it was. Oh, hello, I remember you. Marcel Okaka. Yes, I know of him. He makes frequent appearances alongside one of the stars I manage. But I'm sorry, I don't know anything about his class or his signature card. She might know, but it appears I've lost her again. Lost her? She must be talking about the strange girl I ran into the other day. I guess I should look for her. I wonder, wait, is that the person who's like hidden at the, like hiding underneath the stadium? Really? You think you'll find her? Oh, thank you. I'm glad I could definitely use the help. Yo, it's a cat? Yo, that's adorable. Be on the lookout for any cats in the air. The girl loves chasing cats around them. Okay, so interesting. I don't remember that detail. If you do find her, please let her know that I'm looking for her. I'll just stay here and rest a bit. Oh, they work so hard. All right, I mean, there's a cat over there, actually. Jeez! Coder, thank you for the 25 bits, man. I appreciate it. That's 50 in total. But you just gotta love the bits, right? The cat ran off. Looks like it's heading towards the station. All right, so let's go head over to the station. Because I thought initially it was gonna be the person over here. Which, there's another cat over here, so that's actually kind of cool. But yeah, let's head over to the station. Oh, weird. Maybe I think it might be only a mod thing, so let me see if I can do it. But I appreciate you, Stale. I appreciate the thought, my guy. Oh, there's the cat. There's the cat. Let's just, you know, let's do the three. Talk to the cat. There we go. Got him. How's Pokemon Unite? The cat ran off again. It looks like it's heading towards its shopping district. Yeah, we're gonna head over to the shop district. Was that a Coldplay that I just did there? No, I'm just kidding. Sale. Yeah, it's Coldplay. It's Coldplay. I just had to make sure. I had to make sure that pun was actually effective and made a lot of sense.
Found you. Don't be scared. I won't hurt you. Wait, don't run away.
Oh!
Oh,
We
it's
found the
you.
person.
Fancy meeting you here. You were looking for me? Hold on a second. Did my manager put you up to this?
Maybe.
You wanted to ask me something? What's up?
Just maybe.
Marcel's class and signature card, huh? Yeah. But I'm not telling.
How much would I bet we have to beat her in a Shadowverse game for her to tell
What
us?
fun would it be if I spilled the beans just like that?
Like, this would be a perfect time for
Tell you
predictions.
what, beat me in a game of Shadowverse, and I'll talk.
Not even a prediction, it's a sure thing. Am I ready for this? Yeah, maybe we can give it a shot, just see what they're actually playing up against.
I like your style.
DJ Advert.
I haven't played Shadowverse on my own time in forever. I'm not gonna waste this chance to let loose. So you
I'm assuming they might play like Havencraft or Runecraft, because like I don't think anybody on our team really like plays like one of those affinities, you know. So we're gonna have to double check to see what's actually going on. But like, this game is so predictable. But again, it's just anime in general. Yeah, I guess we can call that one Riku, right? Unfortunately, we gotta go get Riku after this. Not fun. Oh, it is Shadowcraft. Kind of called it. Let's go. Oh, we're going second.
Ready when you are.
That's actually okay because we have quite a lot of like low casting cards that actually have Storm. Kind of like Clickblader. Honestly, this is actually a pretty solid hand. Sea Queen Otohime's would be really nice because again it just fills up our board. Oathless Knight building is a 2-for-1, which is amazing. And Clickblader has Storm. I don't know how often Shadowcraft drops Roll of Creatures, but this could be good for us.
I'll let you in on a
And
little
for
secret.
most
If you can beat me,
matchups, I prefer going second anyway.
time to turn it
Because, like, again, the extra evolution slot at Drawing 2 is just really strong. Execution. Ooh, yo. Royal Banner is actually pretty good as well. It's not as good as Sage Commander in certain aspects, but it's still pretty good.
Let's speed
We're gonna
things
drop.
up.
We're gonna drop
Too slow.
Quick Blade, and we're gonna attack for 1. Pass turn. Dog of the Dead. Put a Dog of the Dead into your hands. That's actually kind of cool. Like it is. It constantly is self-replicating itself. That's kind of cool, actually. Fencer, I believe, boosts an allied officer, which these, I believe, are... Yeah, they're all officers, which is nice for us. So, I mean, I can always get rid of the dog.
Too slow. Too slow.
And it's going to keep her hand filled. This is a 2. Yeah, it costs 2.
Too slow.
Yeah, we'll get rid of the dog. Let's get rid of the dog of the dead. Yo, Scooby Thief, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. How's your afternoon going? Or your night at this point going so far?
Go for it, cutie.
Bellringer Angel. Ward and last word to draw a card. It's a 0/2. So it's not like terrible because it's just basically going to be a body. But the things that it replaces itself is also pretty good. So what we're going to actually do is we're going to increase him up to a 1/2, I believe. Oh, it's a 2/2. That's even better. We're going to swing. She'll draw, which is fine. Just getting rid of the cards is going to be really nice. She's going to be at a 4. So we should be okay. We should be okay.
Take this.
Soul Hunt. Deal 3 to an enemy follower and gain 1 shadow. It's not the worst that could happen. Ooh, Vanguard. That's actually kind of nice. To 1, whatever an allied officer play, you don't. Oh, we actually have a second Seekun Aldehime, so that's actually not too bad. Blowing stuff up, so you're like, are you talking about like care to explain on that?
I shall gracefully engage.
All right, so let's
No one gets
we're gonna start
paid.
doing some damage here.
No
So we're
one
gonna
gets
swing.
paid.
I don't want to do any evolutions just yet. This is actually really, really good because I believe the things that these drop are also going to be officer. All right, so some of the doggo.
Evolution incoming.
Evolving the doggo, which is interesting. He's a good boy. So he's gonna be able to do. Okay, so that's gonna take out the doggo. Deadly Widow Necromancy. Okay, so that's not a big deal either. Ooh, that's actually not too bad either because it allows me to give it a +1/+0. I mean, I can always do execution, but I kind of want to save that for something more impactful. So this is actually be kind of good. So we're gonna draw Vanguard, because then Princess Vanguard can be able to give him an additional +1. So that's gonna be pretty awesome. All right, so we can get rid of the Doggo. The Deadly Widower doesn't really. I mean, she can get a 2/2 and beat a 4/4, which is pretty awesome. But only like when it has enough shadows to actually make it worth it.
I shall gracefully engage.
We're gonna get rid of the Doggo at that point first. I mean, I could evolve and get rid of this before it has any issues. I know what Yeah, no, I don't think they're gonna be able to get any more shadows unless like they actually pay orbs to do that. But I think we're gonna be fine. Okay, so they're not gonna go for that play, so that's fine with me. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. So we're okay. We're actually okay. So we could drop the Sea Queen or the He-Man, which is nice. So we can evolve it right then and there. GTA Direct Minute. Okay, cool. Cool. I like the clarification. I've been meaning to jump into GTA 5 at some point, but I don't know, I just don't have the time. Like, it's one of the games that just constantly is eluding me, but it's but I've started that is really, really fun. We could drop her. We won't get as much value because we'll have only 2 slots to fill, but that's fine. It's only 1 additional creature, so it is what it is.
The fishies are dancing.
We're gonna drop her. She should be able to get a counter, plus these are also gonna get a counter as well, which is gonna be really nice. Actually, no, because it's a commander, not an officer. But that's still fine. I can make her into an evolved state, and I can just attack over her creature. When this thing dies, it draws, yeah? Deals 2 to an enemy fall leader. Oh, that's not terrible. We'll take the damage, it's fine. Like, honestly, it's better to deal 2 in that way versus potentially, like, 3 the next turn or something. So we're going to pass turn. I kind of like this setup, dude, because we actually have quite a bit of things going on. We can either go for an execution, or we can also go for another Sea Queen or the He-Man, but nothing's actually happening. Let's see, 2, 4, 5. So I can do 10. Cassandra, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. Hope you are doing well. How's it going? I mean, does this thing have anything going on? Not really. I mean, it's kind of going to be Buffy when it, evolves, but we still have access to execution, so I'm not really too concerned on that. All right, so what we're going to do. I'm great. How are you? Oh, no, I'm pretty good. I appreciate for asking. Just playing a little bit of Shadowverse here tonight on Twitch. Nothing special, but, we're just having a good time, right?
You'll never hurt Otomini.
Honestly, I'm just still really impressed with how good this game is, because I played a ton of, like, the Yu-Gi-Oh! And, like, all of the other, trading card console games. And, like, this is definitely one of the best ones for sure. Do we want to do execution? I mean...
Here's how it's done.
I mean, if I can keep a lot of my creatures on board, we're going to win. So we're going to be fine. We can go with execution, destroy that. I don't think any of her stuff's going to have Storm. Even if she does drop, or she does drop something to get rid of Bodyheme, it doesn't even matter. Yeah, we'll actually just execution this card. I don't think you're going to hurt Bodyheme. I mean, I don't think she's going to die at all. It's so good. The 3 nails are up into her nice. Seriously, yeah. Like, recently, I was playing the Yu-Gi-Oh! Battle Rush game where everything's, like, 2D, for the most part. Like, in terms of cutscenes. But yeah, the fact that they went full-fledged and, like, did everything is just really solid. As long as it doesn't have Ward, I'm okay. Skeleton Rider looks really sick, and the art is always really, really good. Shadowverse has great art.
I'll sunder you. I'll sunder you.
Wait, what? Whoa. Okay. So, during your turn, when I needed to read that. That was insane. But we already won, so it's fine. Buys me photos. I always change my. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Thank you for the thank you for the information. I appreciate it, Cassandra. Do you have a preference on which one you prefer to be called by? So, what is your evolution effect? That was insane. So, during your turn, whenever an enemy follows destroyed, deal 1 damage up to all enemies. That's actually pretty cool. Like, this card kind of makes me want to actually play Shadowcraft. Like, Skeleton Rider was just an amazing card. Just cleared our entire board, but it doesn't even matter because these guys have storms. Cassandra, sounds good. Sounds good to me.
Let's speed things
Welcome. It's good to see you as always. All right, we have Storm, so just go for the W. Easy.
Whoa, you're pretty good.
Dang, like, honestly, yo, I need to get a copy of Skeleton Rider. That was actually pretty sick. She destroyed my entire board, besides my amulet, but, you know, that was actually still pretty cool. We got Dog of the Dog, we got Dog of the Dead, so I'll take it, I'll take it. Oh, all right, so we got a full playset of that. We also got the Gemstaff Commander emblem and the sleeves to match with it. Weird game, let's go.
Whoa, where'd that come from? Aw, man, you got me. You guess I have to tell you now, huh?
Yes, because we came here all the way for
That's
just
what
that.
Cell plays is Havencraft. But apparently his favorite card is the neutral card, Gourmet Emperor Kaiser.
I mean, it kind of makes sense it's a gourmet guy because, again, he loves cooking.
And fall appetizer. The first one powers up his own followers, and the second weakens his opponents.
Oh, wow.
That's the gist of it.
Huh.
Now,
Honestly, that's going to be pretty annoying to deal with. Like, their amulets that just buff and debuff his and ours,
guess I
respectively.
should find my manager before she flips out. Catch you later.
And there goes the easiest duel of my day so far. She's the definition of a free spirit. But thanks to her, I've learned everything I need to know about Marcel Tabakoa. Hey, how's it going? I have info on Marcel Tabakoa. Tabaoka. There we go. Wow, already? That took a lot less time than I thought. What did you find out? He enjoys having people eat their fill. He plays Havencraft. His favorite cards are Fine Dining and Fall Appetizer. I see. Okay. I think I haven't figured it out. He strengthens his followers and weakens his opponents. That's probably the strategy he's built around his deck. Cuisine cards get stronger the more they are played, so you might want to play as few followers as you can. Oh, that sucks because that's how we play it. Marcel Tapioca. That means Runecraft is probably your best bet. I made a deck code, so feel free to use it. Thanks. No, thank you. Keep hanging in there. Got the duck. Code! Coder, thank you for the 25 bits. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. But yo, I've never played Runecraft, so I don't know. I actually might try to see if I could just Swordcraft my way through it, or Dragoncraft. It's getting pretty late. I should probably head back to the dorm. It's like, I think Runecraft, like, doesn't it like the more cards you play in a turn is the better?
Hey, kid.
Is this a new Shadowverse? It's a game that came out back in August for the Nintendo Switch, and it's honestly really good so far.
You gotta be kidding me. You're the target?
Huh?
Do I have to spell it out for you? I'm saying you look like you're just some dumb kid.
And the voice acting is really good too.
This
Very good
is
voice
who I'm
acting.
supposed to play in the silver cup? Looks like it's gonna be a real snooze fest. This kid won't last a minute.
Oh yeah, it's definitely interesting. It's a really good game so
Don't
far.
just stand there and gawk. Not the brothers crayon in the box, are ya? My stomach's saying it's hungry. Give me something to eat.
Do we actually feed her?
This Kobayashi guy made you something? Sounds good enough for me. Let's go. I'm saying you better take me there. Come on, get a move on.
Oh no, what have I got myself into? So I'm assuming we actually have to face off against her later, but I think they were introduced earlier on too. We do a little power drill nail into the ward to We do a little power drill nail into the wall for the shelf to contain my anime figurines. Did you get more of them, Tyler? By the way, welcome, dude. By the way, it does look really good. Like the fact you got JoJo and everything else, like it's pretty poppin'.
Now this is some tasty chow. Hey kid, do you eat like this every day? Huh, you really got it good. Wish sis could try this stuff.
Our dude is just too nice. He's trying to be everybody's friend.
I'm so stuffed. I could pass out right here.
Is she gonna take our bed?
Actually, I think I will. Huh? What do you mean I can't sleep here? Don't be such a buzzkill. This is all your fault anyway. Sis and I split up to look for you, and this is what happens when she's not around. No need to freak. I'm just crashing here. If you got a problem, you can sleep on the floor. Kill the lights first.
Wow, we are too good for our own selves. Good Naruto Ham and Jujutsu Kaisen figure that can represent my favorite animes. Dude, you should check out you should definitely check out, what is it called? The Devil's a Part-Timer, dude. It's super good. Have you watched My Hero Academia yet? What have I got myself into? I hope I can fall asleep. Yeah, gotta be pretty awkward. Gotta be pretty awkward. I slept a lot better than I thought I would. I kind of figured you would go for that joke, Stale. Kind of figured you would go for that joke. Looks like my spontaneous roommate already left. There's a note on the desk. I'll let you off the hook as a thanks for the grub. At least that's what it says. I could barely read the handwriting. Who was she anyway? Only one player left to investigate. I should be able to find some information on Miyabi Zenzenshi if I go to the business district. Actually, we should probably take out... I wonder if I'm going to have the ability of making that deck code. We'll have to double check that really quick, too. Deck codes. New decks can be now crafted. We have a few. We actually have a B-rank, which is pretty nice. But let's go to Runecraft. I'm missing 2 cards. Are you serious? We're missing unknown cards. So we need 2 Trails of Light, which, I mean, that should be too bad. I don't know how good it's going to be. It's an A-rank deck, which is pretty nice. We'll have to see how it goes. I used to be a huge My Hero fan, then I realized maybe I shouldn't associate myself with the fan base. I mean, dude, the thing is, like, if you like it, that's all that really matters, you know? That's the way that I've always feel. Like, if there's, like, an anime that I like, I'm like, you know... Because, like, you know, every... communities can be very interesting. Like, they can be very supportive, very toxic. It just depends on how you set yourself with it. Your affiliation or appreciation of an anime does not define any of your characteristics in terms of being a human. Yes, exactly. Sale's right. No fan base is perfect. I have an addiction to Animal Crossing. Yo, welcome, Lost. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Animal Crossing can be really, like, you can definitely get really sucked into it, you know? I know I didn't get so much as sucked into, like, Animal Crossing New Horizons. When I first started playing, what was it? Stardew Valley. I binged that thing for, like, I think I threw, like, almost 50 hours in, like, 1 week, which is insane. Because, again, you know, work a full-time job. Well, I did. Went to the gym a few hours a day, all that other stuff. Like, it was crazy. Like, I would sleep, wake up, work, come home, shout, like, you know, Stardew, and then, like, go to the gym and stuff like that. It was insane. The business district is over here, but actually, let's actually do something really quick. Because I believe we can pin cards and stuff like that. The deck codes. So how do we get the copy of this? So, how do I pin cards again? Oh, yeah, ZR. Okay, so let's actually check out the shop really quick here, because I've never actually done the whole concept of, like, you know, deck pinning and stuff like that, too. I don't think it doesn't tell me if they're actually in this. Let's go to attainable cards. Recently, I've replaced being a huge Demon Slayer fan. I mean, dude, if that's what you want to do, totally cool. Totally cool, man. But again, like, I wouldn't ever worry about, like, you know, if you're, like, what it would seem like if you're a fan of, like, My Hero Academia. Because honestly, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. As long as you're happy with yourself, that's all that really matters, dude. And of course, like, you're enjoying your hobbies and all that other good stuff. I don't see any Trails of Lights. So maybe it's actually not in the set yet. Maybe we can get access to it from, like, you know, somebody else who actually plays Runecraft or something along those lines. Almost done reading the manga of Demon Slayer or a different one. All right, let's just go to the business district. We're good. We're good. So, I mean, dude, if you want, I could totally spoil the ending for you. Oh, of Demon Slayer. You want me to tell you exactly what happens? Is that train upside? No, it's not upside down. I'm on the last 2 chapters. Yeah, I'll just spoil for you to save you some time. So what happens? Goku comes through, moonwalking. It defeats what's his name? Masuba. The dude, you know who I'm talking about. Goku defeats him. Not here either. That kind of sucks. Let's see. Yeah, Michael Jackson, you know it. Oh, this art looks pretty sick. Change both leaders' defense to 10, either by restoring defense or damaging. That's insane. Yo, Bingo, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. How's it going this fine morning for you? Horos, thank you for the shout out for Bingo RSA. Appreciate it. Oh, you're playing The Witcher 3? I only played The Witcher 2 very, very briefly, but it was very interesting. I've heard nothing but good things about The Witcher 3. How's it going? We know those Bobo who took out Michael Jackson into the Shadow Realm. I've been meaning to watch Bobo again. It seems I kind of want to, like, because I like watching shows when I was younger and then watching them now, because like now that I'm a little bit more wiser, like I kind of want to see some of the little fun things that we're missing. But Bobo was actually a pretty good anime. Of course, yeah, no worries, Bingo. Mayabi Zenzaishi. Of course I know her. My company is a subsidiary of the Zenzaishi conglomerate, as a matter of fact. You want to know what separates her from everyone else? Despite her age, she's ruthless in the world of business. She demands absolute compliance from everyone, even her rivals. Free is so much fun, so many things to do, so many hours already invested already. Yeah, it seems like the game is kind of never ending because there's just so much stuff to do. It kind of reminds me of like the game like The Elder Scrolls Oblivion. Like, it's one of those games where you can just, like, you know, get lost, like, completely, just do so many different things, and generally whatever order you want to do them. Her Shadowverse class and signature card? Can't help you there. I know she plays professionally, though. Maybe another pro would be able to tell you. Thank you, mister. I've learned from Miyabi Zenzenshi's quirks. She demands compliance from her enemies. Now I need to find out her class and signature card. Another pro player might know something. Yo, it's a phone snatcher. He's making a comeback? For real? Hey, that's Takuma Kipa Kura. Wait, his brother's a pro player. Say Kibikura. I'll try asking Tsukumo about him. I'm pretty sure that's the dude who tried stealing people's phones.
What? You want something?
Yeah, I just want to talk, man. Just want to talk.
What's that got to do with me? Just so you know, I hate his guts. So.
Thanks for Lillard Ty. I appreciate you. Hope you're doing well, man.
What are you doing here?
I texted you saying I was on my way, but you never answered. So here I am.
That's oddly convenient for us. Let's go. Let's see if he'll just tell us the information we have to duel him for it.
Sorry you had to see that. Oh, have we met somewhere?
We played. Oh yeah, we actually beat him before, I think, right? Yeah, we did.
Sorry, I guess it slipped my mind. As much as I'd love to stay and chat, I should go and find Takuma. Take care.
Oh crap! I guess we gotta go follow him probably. There he goes. I guess I'll need Takuma's help if I want to get a word out of his brother. I'll try bringing it up with him again tomorrow. I'm pretty sure Takuma's in 2C. I should swing by and see if he's there. Actually, I mean, we'll do this first. Then we might be able to see if there's like any other side events we can actually take him by and about as well. So 2C. So we're on the second floor already. Oh, here's 2C. Something tells me this is going to end. This is going to end in a game of Shadowverse. Am I ready for this? Not yet. We'll do a quick save. We'll do a quick save because you know I need to prepare. I need to be prepared. All right, so let's go for it. I can't believe I've actually put in 24 hours in this game, but a lot of it's been away from, you know, AFK, and also again the duels just take up time. I really enjoy this game, honestly. All right, let's see how this goes down.
Seiya? Just give it up already. You deaf or something? I already told you. I can't stand him, so get lost. Go on, beat it.
At this rate, I'll never have a chance to talk to Seiya. How do I convince Takuma to help out? I'll use my charm to sway him. Even more, I might be able to pull that up, but not me. Anyway, I'll never have a chance. I mean, we could try again. I'll pour my energy into asking. I don't think I'm quite a hero's level when it comes with enthusiasm. I need to think of another way. I mean, if this was Persona, we had social stats, we would totally be good for it, but I guess not. We'll just do it this way.
Shadowverse? So that's how it's gonna be, huh? Let me guess. You want me to set up a meeting if you beat me. Huh, fine by me. Cause you won't be so lucky this time. I'm gonna tear your deck apart. Shadowverse, showdown!
If I ever did play Shadowverse like IRL, I don't think I'd proclaim it just by screaming Shadowverse Showdown. That's like not how I would go for it. Oh, looks like we finally have confirmation what the Capcom countdown was, and I'm not as excited, but it's still pretty cool to see the announcement being live. Floral Fencer, that's actually not too bad to hold on to, but we don't need it right now, so we're gonna be able to hold off onto it. Yo, Casey, coming in with the Bean Boozles. Why? No, I'm just kidding. How are you doing, Casey? Let me get the beans for you, my dude. Where did they go anyway? Ah, here they are. Casey, thank you for the alert, man. Hope you're doing well. Did you remove it from the Steam chat captured? That's hilarious. All right, so I can't do anything, so I'm just gonna pass my turn. All right, 2 random Bean Boozles. Let's go. All right, so we have bubblegum and the IKEA furniture, and I believe this is smoothie and or dead fish. So let's see what actually happens. So what is he playing again? He's playing, I think this is neutral. Oh, he's also playing Swordcraft. If there are fewer allied players in the enemy's play, okay, so that's not too bad. So we're gonna drop. We'll drop Oath's Knight, then we'll send him a Princess Vanguard next turn, possibly. Because at least this way we can be able to give a little bit more power to one of our creatures. Alright, so let's see what we got here. So first one.
This'll work.
Oh, it's bubblegum. We're starting off strong. Let's go. He's from Jocko Beer. Sounds good, Scale. I got bubblegum. I'm game. You're game. Alright. Got quite a bit of dudes there now.
Become a worthy knight.
No one gets past me.
Get rid of the pirate. We're gonna drop down Quick Blader, and we're gonna actually attack him directly and have him, like, you know, use his own creatures to be able to deal with our way out. Yeah, we're gonna actually attack him again.
Just
and then
give
the
it
other
up
one.
Already. Oh, too easy.
At your service.
You know what?
You better not
We got dead fish,
try it.
but we got a bubblegum, so I'm okay with that. We got a bubblegum, so I'm totally okay with that. He has 4 cards in hand. I can't evolve yet, so we're gonna summon Floral Fencer maybe next turn. For now, though, it is a 3/4. All right, we're gonna first get rid of this. We're gonna drop this.
Too slow.
117, 18. Yeah, we'll keep his board fine. We're not gonna touch his board really. Yeah, that's good.
Oh, too
Raise
easy.
your blade.
Oh wow, gives it a 2/0. White General is actually pretty solid. A 4 for 3/3, and also gives it a 2/0. And the fact that they're also buffing up their creatures is insane too, so that's actually not bad at all. All right, so we got to start taking that thing down. We also dropped it. We also got a Gilgamesh, which is really nice. All right, so I can. We're gonna first take out this guy. We could drop Novice Trooper. No, because we want Floral Fencer to be able to do the damage too. So that's a 5. This will become a 4/5. Dang it, this actually is really helpful. So what I can do is I can go attack. I can summon her, evolve. Okay, I guess we could do that.
Here's how it's done.
Too slow.
So we're gonna get rid of this guy.
Me, comrades.
We'll summon Floral Fencer. We'll evolve her.
Together.
So we'll be able to get 2 more creatures to drop. And then we can use her evolved state to be able to take out the White General. That should be okay. And then hopefully next turn they can't like do too much.
The order will remain.
And she does survive too, which is nice. And then maybe next turn we can also go with Iwata's Command. Or maybe something better. Who knows? We have a Novice Trooper in her hand too, which is nice for just a storm attack.
What are you gonna do now?
Strike, summon a knight. We gotta get rid of that. Definitely gotta get rid of that, dude. Because when he'll just get so much value on that land as well. I mean, honestly, that's actually pretty good. Ooh, that is actually really good. We could drop Fencer. Is this an officer? It is. Nice. All right.
What's this?
Because I don't want him to get any advantage from the strike stuff. Like, that's pretty nutty. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop. We're going to do that.
Steal yourself.
Yeah, we're going to attack. Because I don't want him to get any more value from the strikes.
Onward ho!
Because apparently strike only works when you declare an attack, not when it just attacks in general. All right, so that's good. We could drop these and maybe evolve them next turn if we have to. And then next turn we can just drop Gilgamesh and evolve him. Well, 2 turns from now. So he should be good.
Raise your blade.
Yeah, even if he drops that. That thing has ward, which kind of sucks, but it's not the worst thing. Okay, so she's gonna... Okay, so it's a 4-4. So we're just gonna go for that. That's fine. Ooh. Oh, that's not too bad, actually. Let's see. Interesting. So... the evolve, we get that, which is nice. We're just gonna summon the pirate, because I think the pirate has Storm. Oh, it's the Viking that has Storm, so that's actually pretty cool. So I can use that to take out that, and we can go for some 8 damage, which is really nice. And this does have ward for more protection as well. But I think we can actually just close for the game here, too. Let's see. So we can make that a 4-4. So yeah, that's enough for game. Does it really matter which one we evolve? Really?
I'm only getting started.
So I'm going to go with the other fencer. All right, let's get that 10-10 baby and go for the win.
How did this shit finish it?
Easy. Let's go.
Not against you.
We did it. We are so good at Shadowverse because we played Swordcraft. Yo, Nelly with the hydrate. Welcome, man. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Did you see the big reveal from Capcom's Countdown? This shit's in his shit. I mean, it kind of sounds like that, doesn't it? No, I did not. I mean, to be honest, I'm not super excited for myself, but like, if people are happy for the game, totally cool. But for me, I'm kind of like, eh. I had a feeling it was that, like, it was going to be that, but it's fine.
I'll tell him to go to the park. The rest is on you.
Oh, he's actually going to be honorable. Let's go. That was a fun match.
Whatever.
And just like that, Takuma sounded slightly less grouchy. Thanks to him, it looks like we were able to finally talk to Seiya one-on-one. Time to head to the park. All right, let's see. All right, so now we gotta head over to the park. Where's our bigger map? It doesn't matter. So we're gonna head out through here. So the first floor will take us over to whatever. Just go from there. I think the park. It's like, what, right to the school or something like that? But let's get out of here anyway. Here we go. By the way, Deli, I got a question for you, and this also applies to anybody else in chat as well. Has anybody played Kirby 3, the one for the Super Nintendo? Like, is it a good Kirby game? I'm thinking that might be the next retro game. I'm not 100% sure yet. Let's do a quick save here. Yeah, we'll do a save. Okay, let's see what this... Dreamland 3 is good, but the best is to do Superstar. Is that available for the Switch online thing? Is that available for like the Switch online expansion thing? Oh, he does have an event too. We'll do it after a meeting. Talk with say keep it good, girl. Ooh, okay, cool. I might have to check into it. Thank you for that, dude. I appreciate it. Is Superstar the one that's like 8 games in one, or am I thinking of a different game?
Forgive me. I was just wondering what kind of person could have possibly persuaded my little bro to ask me.
I'm not going to play all 8 games. No, that's not going to work. It's all short. No, I mean, no. Probably not. I'll probably play like, you know, I mean, if the multiplayer is on the Switch, maybe we can do like a community night. But for now, I'll have to look into it.
So what's all this about? Aha.
No, that's not how this works. That's not how it works.
Doing a little recon before you play her in the next Silver Cup, are you? I'm honestly a little hesitant to share her secrets. She is a fellow pro player after all.
Hop back to the games. All right, no worries, dude. Sounds good, Deli. Thank you for dropping in, dude. Hope you have a great rest of your night.
I guess it wouldn't hurt.
It's too late still. I gotta be quicker than that.
You want to know her class and signature? She and her signature card is hostile takeover.
Coder, thank you for the 25 bits.
Steal a follower from your
Dude, I thought that was actually stale just on the timing of that. That was amazing. She plays Swordcraft. Her signature card is Hostile Takeover. It's a powerful card that lets you steal a follower from your opponent. Do you hate me yet? I mean, not really, dude. Like, every time you're doing that, you're helping me stay awake. I mean, I don't personally hate you for doing that, but, you know, the viewers, It was a good timing, though. It's a great timing.
Wait, before you leave, could I ask you a question?
Yeah, sure. What's up, dude?
In a bit of mischief recently. Were you the one who put a stop to all that?
Oh, dude, yeah, absolutely. I stopped them from stealing phones.
Sorry, it's nothing. You can go now.
As far as we know, he's like really high ranking in the like Shadowverse world, but we don't know much else about him besides him being the brother.
Was that kid?
So it was that kid.
You might actually be a little jealous.
Oh, it's because we actually were able to reach through his brother. He was a little intimidating, but he gave me the info on Miyabu Zenzinchi that I needed. I wonder if Ray, the guy in the upper left-hand corner, maybe he's more of like a deck builder than a player. I have info on Miyabi Zenzinchi. Really? Amazing. What can't you do? What did you find out? She demands compliance for her rivals. She plays Swordcraft and her favorite card is Hostile Takeover. I see. Okay, I think I have her figured out. She'll steal enemy followers with 5 attack or less. Her entire deck is probably built around that strategy. You need to try to stop her. You need to try to stop her from stealing your followers. So you might want to try using followers that she can't select. That means Havencraft is probably your best option. I made a deck code so you can feel free to use it. I'm just glad I was able to help. Keep up the good work. Yo, this dude is definitely the man. Interesting. But the thing is, can I even build this deck? Because like so far the other deck code we got, yo, I couldn't even do it. But we can build this one. Let's go. Yeah, we're probably gonna build it. We're probably gonna build this one for sure. I need some better practice with Havencraft anyway, so this is gonna be my lucky day. Create this deck absolutely. Interesting. So hopefully it's actually good. Oh, it's the amulet one, so I guess it kind of makes sense because like they can't steal if it's an amulet. You can kind of like play around on when it's gonna be a creature or not technically. Interesting. And also this is just a healer, so that's actually pretty cool. So good to know. All right, so we need to talk to Mai to start a clinical trial, but you know, this is Shadowverse. We have friends. Let's do some of the friendship events as well, because you know I want to make sure we don't miss out on those. Because they're just so wholesome and so great, aren't they? Oh, I can't even tell what cards we're playing because of how low res this is. This is sad. All right, anyway, let's go to jump into it.
It's tourney time. You coming with?
Kazuki looks pretty nervous. Should I go cheer him on? No doubt.
You're gonna be there? For real?
For real?
You're seriously the best. Okay, let's not waste another second then.
I kind of like the music too. I think once we actually finish this game, I might be more. Maybe I might be down to stream Shadowverse like the actual mobile game.
Pretty packed.
We'll figure it out.
And everybody looks like they mean business too. Oh man, I think I'm gonna freak.
Would all participating players please gather over here?
Oh, okay. That's my cue, I guess.
Yo, the face. Priceless. Dude, show them what you're made of. You got this.
Yeah, thanks. I think I needed that, you know? Okay, let's do this!
He's got this. He's got this. Like, unbelievable. He's got this. Looks like Kazuki's already back to his old self. I just need to keep sending him those positive vibes. There were a few close calls, but Kazuki managed to make it to the grand finals. He only needs one more wing to bring it home.
Uh-oh. What do I do now?
Is this all Tensei Academy has to offer?
Yeah, we're still pretty good, though. Kazuki's in a tight spot. I've got to cheer him on. Kazuki. 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 Like, just do that to the beat of, We Will Rock You from Queen, and you'll be fine. You might get a DMC trick, but hey, we're going to help him win. Let's go with that one.
Don't count me out just yet.
Let's go with that one. I think it's going to be the most fitting for
Time
sure.
to turn up the heat, because I'm just getting warmed up, baby.
He's got this.
Ow! Where did that come from?
My days! I've never seen such an incredible comeback! Give it up for Kazuki Shindo!
Woo! He did it! I'm so happy for the boy. Let's go.
Was that a close one or what?
Can you imagine, Sale? Like, imagine if it was like something like that, or like all of a sudden you just hear somebody, "Hey, here comes Kazuki with the chair!" Something like that'd be great. But he did it. What a good boy.
Either. This whole tournament's been a trip. There were so many times I thought I was donezo for sure. But thanks to you, I was able to
Thank
go
goodness
all
for
the
auto
way.
text enabling.
Your support made a world of difference, you know? Still, I had way too many close calls. Guess I gotta practice even harder for the next one, huh?
Kazuki,
What?
Huh?
we meet again.
Oh yeah.
This dude
you're
looks
the ace from the
so
baseball team.
basic. I love
How's
how
your
like
ankle?
every other character besides like the main cast of people
fine,
who play Shadowverse
but
look
never
just
mind
very,
me.
very basic design.
Congratulations on winning. Again.
Thanks, man. BTW, how are things with the team?
Well, thanks in part to your win against Obsidian, it looks like the team's going to make it pretty far this season. Not that it has anything to do with me anymore. I quit the team.
What? Was it because of your injury?
No, that had nothing to do with it. This was something I decided on my own. It's obvious now that I'm just not cut out for baseball. Unlike you, Kazuki.
What are you talking about, man? Your team needs you.
I'm really hoping
That's
this
a nice thing
Bean
to say,
Boozle
but we both know that isn't true.
is a bubblegum one. I'm just gonna
Watching
go
your
for it.
Shadowverse matches really nailed it in. Baseball's more your thing. You belong on the
No.
baseball team. More than
not.
I do, anyway.
Yo, ATM dude, welcome to the
Maybe
stream,
I'm
man.
not
It's
the
good to see you.
greatest
Hope you're doing
at
well.
Shadowverse,
How are you
but that
feeling,
doesn't
man?
mean-
If it's clear you're not cut out for something, you should just give it up.
It's clear you're not cut up for something. You should just give up. I disagree, and so does every other anime protagonist, unless they're at their, the lowest of the low. Great reveals from Capcom. So ATM, is it just Street Fighter 6, or was there more announced?
Is that how it is? I don't really get where you're coming from, but I do know one thing. Talent's got nothing to do with it, you know?
Just ask Rock Lee and Naruto. No, I'm just kidding. Naruto's very talented.
Kazuki.
I know I'm not the best Shadowverse player. I somehow managed to luck out today, that's all. But I'll show you I can get better. I can do anything I put my mind to, and so can you. I'll prove it to you.
He literally just
I'm
almost
gonna practice
uppercut
like
this dude to
crazy
the sky.
at my next tournament. Just you watch.
Show up collection of 10 other Capcom fighters. Rollback netcode confirmed. $40 option with the physical option to all option. Consoles online play looks sweet. Does it have crossplay? Like crossplay supporting? Because that might actually get me to pick up Street Fighter 6.
I didn't mean to put a damper on the celebration. I was just
No, don't worry
jealous,
about
I
it.
guess. If only I could play half as well as Kazuki, maybe I...
Try net decking a deck.
I'm really sorry.
That works for
I should probably just go.
some other players. Quitting the team seems a bit rash. I wonder how Kazuki feels about it. Maybe we can help him somehow. Kazuki's probably got an idea hatching already. I should bring it up with him later. Oh, we got Assault Knight. What do you do? Swordcraft. Ooh, nice. Unevolved. If an ally commander's out in play, gains rush. That's actually not too bad. Again, I just love the design of these cards. Like, they look so good. Like Shadowverse has some of like the cooler arts, I think. All right, let's go find Kazuki. Right, we're still not done with the story. We still have probably some more details going on. Hello, Memori. Hello, basic basic other students. It shows some Capcom empires I've never heard, like Dark Strikers, Red Earth, and Puzzle Fighters. I've never heard of them. I'll have to look into it, man. Did they have like a video to go with it as well, or was it just like kind of like still shots? Because I saw that you tweeted or put it in the Discord in a tweet. But aside from that, I didn't get to see anything else. I'm sorry, man. Okay. So what else we got going on here? Can we find our boy Kazuki? No, but it's a side quest. I think we can actually use the map to locate him. Let's see. Actually, might have to go to the back alley. Seems a little sus, but we're gonna do it. We're definitely gonna do it. Let's see. Yo, it's Watermelon Person. That's awesome. Oh yeah, it's the Bouncer. I love how it's actually just called the Bouncer. Let's see. Oh, there's actually more people. Oh, it's Luke. I forgot about him. You know what? I'm feeling. Let's go get some. Let's talk to Watermelon Person. It's like, again, they have such a really interesting hair design.
Oh, it's you. Perfect timing. Are you free right now? I was wondering if you could show me around town, actually.
Sure. Yeah, let's hang out. Let's hang out.
I appreciate it.
It's always important to hang out with your confidants.
I'm searching for a book of forgotten folktales. Word has it, the book contains stories that originated here in Nekome. Doesn't that sound intriguing? Why am I looking for this book? Well, think of it as a favor to a certain someone. In any case,
Not gonna lie though, I was really hoping for something with Mega Man, like another Mega Man collection, but you know what, this is fine too. Like, because I think Street Fighter V's been out for like quite some time too. If it's a book he's looking for, what if the Tensei Academy Library has it?
Of course. What better place to find a book?
Not the best selection, but it'll do.
It'll do. Let's look for the book then, shall we? Considering its age, it should stick out like a sore thumb.
Honestly, this character has a very interesting design. Very interesting design. Not a bad thing either. What do you have to do? Are you looking at me? You're not here to check out the book club, are you? Oh, the survey. I totally forgot. Sorry. We did a survey? I got a survey. Oh, I guess we got to do one. You got a class questionnaire. You and Master Makazi are the only people who've ever spotted me with the ambush active. I guess the observer has become the observed. Oh well. They say the truth is stranger than fiction, and that's why I like to observe people in their natural element, so I can follow the stories that live their lives. There is an especially juicy page here about 7 secret societies that exist here in Nekome, and each of one of them is dedicated to a specific Shadowverse class. Shadowverse is like literally the impetus of the economy here, probably. It seems you have an interesting story to tell yourself. I, like Truth Seeker Faust, are true to my desires, so you can be sure I'll be watching from the shadows. Yeah, that's not weird at all, dude. That is not weird at all. Alright, so it's an old book. We need to find an old book. Dewey Decimal System, do not fail me now. The Volume 5 of Shadowverse Digest. It says, Deck Building Tips Part 2. You can play Shadowverse without a deck. You can't play without a deck, so it's important for you to learn how to build one efficiently. When you know what cards you like to play as often as possible, put as many copies of course. That's like, that's kind of, you know, that's basic. Oh, I want to see this card more. We better keep it out a lot. The shelf has a book entitled 101 Heavenly Dishes. All the recipes here look scrumptious. According to the cover, they were created by Marcel. Ooh, Taboka. That's actually kind of cool. Like, because like if you just like read the flavor text, like you get to know about the character before you actually get introduced in the story. That's pretty cool, actually. When it comes to building a deck, it's vital to take each card's cost into consideration. Using nothing but low-cost cards may grant you an early advantage, but you'll find yourself overwhelmed during the mid to late game. On the other hand, using nothing but high card costs will give your opponent too much of an advantage before you start fighting back. Attaining a good card balance can be tricky, but we recommend having them 2 to 12, 15 cards that cost 2 play points for most decks. I feel like I've learned a little about deck building. I mean, that's That's very true. That's very fair. What about this book? Abracadabra, a beginner's guide to magic. It tips on how to do simple magic tricks. Look like the author is saying Hibikura. That is interesting. Like, it's actually just kind of cool that like the other characters like actually are mentioned in different parts. A brief history of the Zeiss Engine household. There you go. It just keeps on going.
Anything catch your eye?
Really
I see.
interesting.
Well, I didn't want to interrupt your fun, but I actually had some luck on my end.
How do they know how's that fun? How do they do that? How do they know that? Book of Forgotten Folktales, page 1. Oh, we found a page, not a book.
Unfortunately, it looks like someone got here before I did. There seem to be a few pages missing from the... This does seem like something he would do. Knowing him, the pages are probably scattered all across Nikome. If only I was more familiar with this town. I suppose I'll just have to enlist your help again. Why don't you hold on to the book in the meantime? For now, let's call it a day. We can look for the missing pages another time.
Interesting. So, I mean, unfortunately, I kind of missed out on this character's, like, you know, little story things going on also with Luca. But it's still kind of good to know that, like, where they're actually at. The mysterious tale has been passed down from generation to generation for the town of Nekome. There was once a boy who was cursed. The curse had caused him to suffer much, and so he wished it gone. It was an evil god who would cast a foul spell upon him. The evil god told the boy,
Bring me the fabled jewel, I shall set you free from your curse.
And so the boy set on a journey to find the fabled jewel. Along the way, he encountered a traveler from a foreign land. The rest is missing, so as far as I can tell from reading now, I hope more and I can find the remaining pages. Oh, we actually got the emblem for them. That's pretty cool. I think that's like what, like for like online play. Eventually, I'll have to like dabble in like online play because I think it'd be kind of fun. All right, let's see. What else can I do here? No, wrong button. There we go. Let's see, school gates we're kind of covered on. School gates covered is pretty good. Dark Side is supposed to be fun, but never heard of Red Earth. I've never heard of either one of those, honestly. But again, unfortunately for me, I've been kind of like, you know, sticking with Capcom's more mainstream titles. But I might have to look into them. It seems pretty interesting. Actually, they're getting representation from Street Fighter, right? Let's see. There was another like story event thing up here, but for which character actually? That's the Shadowverse Club, so we're good. Right? It was on the 3rd floor? Yeah, it's on the 3rd floor. Okay, so it's just all the way over here. So we're gonna go check them out. Oh, it's I forget his name. Kai, that's it. It's Kai. It's Kai. it's Kai.
Oh, we can't forget Kai. Oh, we should probably actually challenge Kai too.
I knew you were one to watch.
Your playstyle is incredibly versatile. I must confess I am intrigued. Will you be willing to join him for a match? Let's see. He does have runecraft, so we might be able to play, get some stuff that we need. So we'll actually do it. Let's give Kai a face, and we'll actually do, like, you know, some of the sword events going on. I mean, we're both B ranks, so it should be fine. We've already faced off against several airing people and have no problem.
Observe how a true genius plays
Ooh,
his cards.
this is honestly, I'm pretty cool with this because Quick Blader is going to be pretty easy. Veteran Lancer for ward, and Aesthetic Knight's going to be able to drop more creatures. So we'll actually keep this. We'll keep this hand. And the fact that we also have something with Storm on turn 1 is nice. Insight, draw a card. That's actually pretty solid. Honestly, not even kidding.
Let's speed things up.
Can't wait to see what Atlas has in store for us for a few hours. Wait, what do you mean? Is there like another countdown thing that's going on, ATM? And you're now just telling me about this? Why? Well, why? No, I'm just kidding. Give me info on this. Okay, so it is dedicated runecraft only. Okay. I was really hoping that card was
should have been quicker.
Was like, you know, a neutral card, but that would kind of be broken if it was. All right, I guess we're gonna drop Veteran Lancer, and then maybe next turn we'll drop yeah, we'll drop Aesthetic Knight, then Vanguard. That should be fine.
I'm just a mage who's his own.
Let's see. So, evolve Primitive Crimson Sorcery into your hand. Interesting. Gonna reveal the new Soul Hackers. Unfortunately, dude, I don't think I was able to actually check out the video, so that's my fault, dude. But are you excited for it? Have you played any of the Soul Hackers games before? So this dude is gonna be in. Well, we do have Yeah, we already have. We'll just drop him.
My allies, my friends.
Yeah, we'll just drop him. That's fine.
Lovely day for a fight.
Is this a 1-point card? It is, so it does have some synergy with Vanguard, so that's fine.
Come on!
I'm afraid he's going to have more cards that just, like, you know, peck for 1 more point of damage, but if he doesn't, then he has to use his card to deal with that. Conjure Golem, summon a Clay Golem, Insight, draw a card, Angelic Snipe, heal into an enemy. Of course! So good. Well, we can evolve now, so that's awesome. Ooh, Novice Trooper ain't too bad. Royal Banner is pretty good, but it wouldn't make a lot of sense to summon it now, would it? I can give it a 1-0 and I can attack with that. I mean, I can get rid of... give it whenever an ally officer play, give it a +1. If only I actually had, like, you know, Orihime, but that's fine. I think I want to hold on to this for later on. I could drop this. Is this an officer card? It is. So maybe we should just go with Royal Banner. Take out... I mean, I could evolve too, which is nice. But we can always do that next turn if we need to. Yeah, we'll just get rid of this guy.
I'm all tuckered out.
I love this bastard. Lane Destroyer. Subtract 1 cost from the spell. Oh, it doesn't really do much on that. Okay, so Clay Golem just got a whole new set of outfit. That's amazing, actually. Does this thing have, like, anything special, or is it just a big creature? Oh, wow. It's a 10, but it's a 7/7. That's actually pretty nutty. I can always evolve it. I can get it up to... This is an officer, yeah? Okay, so I could always go officer attack and then just destroy it that way. We're at 16, so maybe that might be an okay way to go. I can also go 5. Yeah, we'll have to do that. Because keeping this thing on the board for too long to be pretty bad. We don't have a copy of Extinction in our hand, so that's fine. We'll evolve this guy. Make him a 7/5. Or, yeah, it's a 7/5. 6. Okay.
Can you dodge this?
I'm afraid if I don't take him out, he'll just start doing a ton of damage. And we still have this to be able to give us, like, you know, some value.
I'm just a mage who's as old as dirt.
Kaleidoscope, though. Return a card that costs 2 points from your hand and draw a card.
I'm just a mage.
I mean, if it had a fanfare effect, that'd actually be really solid, but it didn't. So it's not as horrible if that actually happened. Ooh. We could drop her and then evolve and be able to get a bunch of stuff just dropping a ton of value. So that's actually not too bad. And that's a 6. So we can also summon Oathless Knight 2 or even Vanguard. So yeah, we're going to do that. So Floral Fencer is going to drop. Give her a 4/4. Going to evolve it so it can become a 6 or 7/5.
My loyalty is iron.
And all of them are going to get pumped up a little bit too, which is great. All right, so I can take care of the Golem. We can... Oh, they already attack. They're not going to be able to attack. Forgot they didn't have Storm or anything like that, but that's okay. Honestly, I guess we could just drop her, be able to make this guy a little bit stronger. And she'll also get a buff too for the... Oh wait, no, she's a commander. Yeah, she's a commander. Okay, that should be fine. Then we're gonna pass turn. Yeah, that's kind of evident. That's fine. Wind Blast. You apply to an enemy follower, you get 1 more G. I mean, the thing is, he's using up a lot of cards, so like that's not a big deal for us. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go with Novice Trooper, and then yeah, we'll actually just go with Oathless Knight as well. You'll get a +1/+1. We can also drop another creature, so we have plenty of them for next turn. And then we'll just start swinging for some damage. And as long as he doesn't like draw like a bunch of drawing cards, we should be okay. Return follower strike, return the enemy follower to your hand. Oh, interesting. I mean, honestly, the Novice Trooper is fine because it doesn't really do too much. Ooh, Avon Blader, Fanfare, put 2 random. This thing is cool. Like, this is actually one of the newer cards we actually did pull into the deck. Really good, just playing 5 for a 3/4 and be able to put 2 random officer cards from your deck to your hand. It's kind of like our form of draw, which is just, again, really good. It just makes it so we have plenty of ammo for our hand. Ooh, this is good. We still have more evolution, so I'm pretty happy with that. So we're going to use him to take out this. Take out the cat. And we're going to actually attack for some damage here. And we can also drop Novice Trooper to be able to do some more damage as well. So we're going to do that, and we're going to swing in for 3. There we go. Pretty solid, honestly. Sorcery's Cachet. Spell boost a card in your hand 2 times and then draw a card. Oh, it's fine. We got this.
We got this. It's in the bag, Vader. We got this. We got this for the bag, Vader.
We can also go with Rousing Step to give everybody a +1/+1. So that make it a 2. That'd be a 5. That'd be enough for damage. So I guess we can go with that. But yeah, we probably should actually just do that. That's fine. So 4. Yeah, we have more.
This should finish it. I was out.
But no, like that advent card is really cool because we have a ton. Like literally a ton of officers. So it's basically just draw 2 random creatures.
Good game.
Sweet. Witchy Magi. Rush, which is really cool. Follower Strike. Return an enemy follower to your opponent's hand. That's actually pretty cool too. Because like you could just drop it and then just do that. So it's like a good way to like send them back a turn. Evolve, put a Crimson Sorcery. So what does the Crimson Sorcery do actually? It's like a lightning bolt or fireball, whatever it is from Magic, which is pretty awesome. So pretty solid, pretty solid. We actually have money now for rupees, so we can actually do stuff.
I knew you were one to watch.
Impeccable. Once again, you have bested me fair and square. You are truly an opponent worthy of my respect. Shadowverse Showdown! Kai's new Rencraft deck has been obtained. We also got Time-Worn Mage Levi. Man, Levi after Attack on Titan really had to find a different type of occupation, didn't he? All right, now that we did that, let's actually hang out with him.
Against the Prince of Cocytus was exhilarating, wasn't it? I'm glad we had the chance to team up again. As a matter of fact, a classmate asked for my help with a certain matter today. What do you say?
Yeah, we can hang out with him.
Excellent. Make haste. Our client awaits.
Because, like, with this game, I don't know if these are time-sensitive events. Like, if I forget to do these, and I just progress too far in the story, like, I don't want to miss out on these sort of things.
Accepted my request.
Because it's like Persona. It's like the social link aspect. I love it.
What happens to be the problem?
Lately, my sister's been acting strange. She started a part-time job out of the blue, and the other day I saw her talking with some shady-looking guy. She should be working at the diner right about now. Please, you have to get to the bottom of this.
The diner, was it? We're on the case.
I really appreciate it. I'll call up my sister's friend in the meantime and see if she can tell us. I'm counting.
Oh yeah,
on
he
you to
like
sort this
he
out.
likes detective work,
She's my
sort of.
one and only sister.
It's been a while since we've actually hung out with this guy. That's all I remember. Like he likes to be like a detective.
So this is where our client's older sister works. Let's have a look inside, shall we?
If that's where she actually works. If it's not, that's gonna be a problem.
Welcome. I'll be right with you in a second.
Yo, when are you gonna get that thing we talked about? You didn't forget about our trade, did you?
Please, I need a little more time. I'll have it soon.
Does she want a blue eyes? Does he want a blue eyes by Dragon or a Charizard from base set?
Too, you know.
If this were any fishier, I could fry it up and serve it with tartar sauce. What on earth could they be trading?
All I want is a bubblegum. All I want is a bubblegum Bean Boozled. I can't get that. It really is random. This is dirty IKEA
Our
furniture.
client sent me a message. It seems his sister's friend has agreed to talk to us. Let's go hear her out.
All right, dude, I'm out to bed. All right, no worries, Coder. Dude, thank you again for the bits. I appreciate you, man. Have a good rest of your night and sleep well, my dude.
Everything. Ask me whatever you need to, okay?
Coder Coco, thank you for the 100 biddies and waking me up, and everybody else in the tri-state area. I appreciate you, man. It's so good. I feel like, should I make it louder or softer? I'm not too sure. By the way, as you guys can see in the background, like, of this, like, behind the girl, like, a fried egg burger, oh my god, they're so good. They're game changers. It is so good. If you haven't had one before, get one. They're so good.
It
All right,
seems
continuing
your
on.
friend has been meeting with a man of dubious character. Can you think of any reason why she might do that?
Do you mean Chris Tales or Crisis Tales, Stale? Because I know about Chris Tales. The demo, there's a demo for it. It's a traditional JRPG like inspired game. It's really cool. It utilizes like both future, present, and past, like in your vision. It's actually pretty cool. I actually have a physical copy for it. I've been meaning to play it.
Anyway, I think she started working there to save up for some sale
Like,
merch, and that's totally
Stale, if you played
She's always been an
if you played like Paper Mario, like you know how like they have like the attack mechanic, but you also have to like tap a certain button at the right time. It's like that. Wait, it's free? Yeah, we're gonna sell my Switch copy then. No, I'm just kidding. But dude, that's really worth it. Definitely check it out. The art style alone, dude, is gorgeous.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Oh, really? Okay then. Well, I'll mention that shady guy to her boyfriend just in case. Bye now.
Yeah, I can't believe it's not even that old of a game.
That information certainly didn't seem very useful. But I have a sneaking suspicion it must be connected to our mystery somehow. An Alice fan buying another celebrity's merchandise, meeting with a mystery man, a recent romantic entanglement. What does it all mean?
I thought we were just like, wait.
Okay? We'll talk there.
Oh, that's the client? That's hilarious.
I feel like I could almost reach out and grasp the answer, but it still eludes me. What? She's headed to the station. In that case, so are we.
But yeah, still, definitely pick it up. Definitely pick it up.
We can't lose sight of her, but we mustn't allow the investigation to be compromised.
Oh, we get to go solid snake on this? That's going to be interesting. Okay, so... Follow after the client's sister. Use objects as cover so she doesn't notice you. Stay hidden and follow the girl. Oh, they have it like even this little mini games. That's awesome. Is she going to stop and turn around? No. Oh. Wait, is she going to turn around? No. Oh, no. Sorry. Can I help you? Yeah, we're going to try again. Okay, one more time.
We can't lose.
Okay, so I know what to do. I know what to do, Sora. I know what to do. We're going to fast forward this. Because I think I can go a little bit further. And we should be fine. Because I don't want to get too far away. Yeah, because we can hide over there, I believe. This better not... This probably won't work, actually, now that I think about it. Seriously, it's going to work? Oh, dude, she should totally be able to see that. That's hilarious. Okay, so, good. Uh-oh. Okay. That was close. That was close. If she turns back around, we're kind of screwed. No, she's just waving a friend away. Okay, that's good. She's a good friend. She's a good friend. That's good to know. Next target is going to be the red box thing. Well, we're gonna chill right here. We're good. We're good. Decided to give it a try then, dude. You'll like it, man. Like if you like some of like those old like JRPGs where like you have to, like, you know, hit a certain button to, like, you know, block and attack, like it's good. Like I played the demo for a bunch of different other consoles, like, and it was pretty solid. It was very, very solid, dude. We gotta hurry up and run up there too before we lose sight. As soon as she walks forward, that's when we'll make a run for it. Yeah, we'll make a run for it. We're good. Okay, so we're gonna use this for cover. Oh, yo, straight into the alley. Oh, there's a cat distracting her. That's pretty cool. Hogger's cat. We're gonna name him Riku. Look at him run away over there. Okay, so she's going forward. Nice tailing. All right, are we done? All right, I think I'm ready for Horizon Zero Dawn then. Excellent. We can see the train station now.
There you are. Before we get down to business, there's something I want to talk to you about.
No,
Just take this. Take the fruit of my labor and give me what's rightfully mine.
Oh, it's extortion. That's awful.
Wait, what? Calm down a sec.
Calm down? Do you know how hard I worked for this? How could I be calm at a time like this?
Now, hold on a moment.
Hmm?
Are you in danger here, miss? Let's all relax and talk this through.
We can play Shadowverse over this. Is becoming a problem.
Do you know what I'm giving up here? The ultra rare Seiya figurine I worked myself to the bone to save up for.
Seiya has figurines of himself? What? Why?
Come again?
You're the one who wanted to trade for my one-of-a-kind hologram Alice card. But forget about that. Your friend told me you were being threatened by some kind of hoodlum.
Threatened? What are you talking about?
I see. Things are finally coming together. This mystery of mysteries has been unraveled. Allow me to explain.
Yo, he's even got the anime eyes looking. That's amazing. I love it. It's so good. A shady black market deal.
No, I don't think it's anything that sinister.
I think it is. A merchandise swap.
Yeah, that's right. I just had to have that hologram card for my collection. So I got a part-time job to save up for the figurine he wanted.
It was just a trade. But I guess it looked like I was threatening her.
Well, it appears this case is closed. Now, all we have to do is contact our client.
There you are. Kai told me everything's good now. Are you okay?
Sorry, I didn't mean to make you worry. I was just trading for some Alice merch.
Oh, is that all it was? Oops. But why'd you have to trade with such a scary-looking guy anyway?
I mean, he's not that scary. He just, he looks like a... It's hard to describe him. He has a bowling shirt, he's got shorts, he's got a Shadowverse thing. He's not bad. He's not that. He's not that bad.
What? That case was no easy nut to crack. But with your help, everything turned out all right.
Oh, they were dating? That's hilarious. I did double check. Like, I saw the hearts. I'm like, wait, what? For real? Can we ship them? Is that confirmed?
Into some even meatier mysteries soon. Together, we'll bring the truth to light, not only for the citizens of Nekome, but for the world.
Yeah! Why not? Oh, we got Witch Moggy. We actually got that from, I think, defeating him the first time? Alright, I guess we could talk to Mai and go for the critical trial, I suppose, then? We kind of had enough fun dealing and dallying, so we're gonna go do that. Let's go do that. We have to do that, because we've already gotten prepared for Silver Cup. We already have enough points. We've already gotten the information on the two components we're gonna have to be fighting up against, so we're gonna go do that now. Alright, so... Shadowverse Stadium is that where we have to go? Oh, I can't just, like, teleport, like, not teleport, but fast travel there? That's fine. That's fine. Oh, I totally can. I totally can. I'm just being bad at this game. Wait, let's go to the Shadowverse Stadium entrance, because I don't know if I need to go to that first, or there's something else optional I have to do. So we gotta go find my, I believe it's actually the other way. So let's go check over here. No, it's not over here? Let me pull up the map really quick here. Oh, it's at the lobby. Oh. No, I was right. Oh, she's kind of like a, I want to say, she's basically a social link, basically a confidant. So I guess we can do that later. That's not my specifically, so, you know, we'll come back later for that. We'll come back later. Let's do a quick save, though. After I stop asking for help. The Silver struggles. No, we're doing fine. We're doing fine for Silver. We're not struggling. All right, into the lobby. Let's see if we have to go talk to Mai. I think she might be one of the people at the receptionist desk. Ooh. Windstream concierge. Wait, do we actually get stuff for, like, just winning in a row? Oh, aim to win 5 matches in a row using a single deck, and the longer you shake, the more rupees you... Oh, so it's like a good way to farm money. Oh, that's interesting. Win streak from challenge from players seeded. Oh, that's actually pretty interesting. We might have to come back to that for sure. I'm assuming this might be for something else similar. Oh, it's just puzzle quests like Yu-Gi-Oh has. Fair enough.
Hello, how's it going? Wowee! Looks like you've racked up enough rank points for a critical trial. Ready to aim for A rank?
Yeah, what are the rules actually? It's been a while.
Okie dokie. A critical trial is a best of 3 series. That means you just gotta... But not really. You can attempt critical trials as many times as you like, so don't sweat it if you don't make it the first time. So, how about it? Ready to try your luck in the A-rank critical trial?
You bet I am.
Alrighty, let me
Oh, so sweet that there's so many of them though. I mean, that's how like a lot of these games do it, just for added padding. Like Yu-Gi-Oh has it even in Master Duel, I think, or Duel Links for sure.
Another round of critical
So it's just a nice little fun thing they throw in there, right?
Which one of our players will break into A-rank today?
That's gonna be me.
Let's jump right into it. Shadowverse Showdown.
We're good. We're good. No need to Shadowverse Showdown. It's a pretty official sanctioned event, but we don't need to do Shadowverse Showdown. All right, so if we win this, I guess we go to what? A rank? Yeah, because we're still technically B. We're still technically B rank. So let's make that difference, right?
Ready when you are. I really want to win.
Royal Banner is fine, but not early on. I'd rather have like a 1-drop maybe. I asked for a 1-drop, I get a 6-drop. How's that for irony? Vanguard's fine. It doesn't have, it's not quick later, but it has a 1-2, so that's still pretty decent. They're playing Runecraft? Yeah, they're playing Runecraft. Oh, we got Fence. That's nice. We also have Novice Trooper for next turn. Anyway. Honestly, either way, they're both fine cards to play too.
All right.
Teachings of Creation. Draw a card. Oh, it's an amulet, or is it just... Oh, it's a sigil. Interesting. It's been a while since we've actually faced off one of these kind of like decks, so it's interesting to see like sigils again. All right, so we can just go for the attacks, and again, this thing has storm, so we're doing a lot of damage anyway. All right, so they got quite a bit of cards. Fanfare, some of the Clay Golem. They can't evolve yet, which is nice, and nothing really has ward. Ooh, that's good. That's really good. We can't evolve yet, but we can summon Fencer. She can be able to give an +1/1 to one of our dudes. We're gonna go for her because again, she'll have a lot more utility being a ward buffed with higher attack and defense. So we're gonna go with that because they need to go through her first to do anything really. And if we really need to, we can start summoning Pirates and Vikings in 2 turns.
I've got just the thing.
Summon another. Oh, so it's a fanfare for a summoning golem. Yeah, I'm kind of glad we actually did evolve it too now. Because we can actually do quite a bit of damage to that thing as well.
We're together forever.
Alright, so we can go with Floral Fencer, summon maybe Evolve. Yeah, because we could summon that. Floral Fencer, Evolve, get 2 more. Yeah, that's fine. She can then attack over something and do some damage. Yeah, we'll do that actually. So we're gonna evolve Floral Fence to be able to get us 2 more creatures on board, which is amazing. She'll take out that because why not? Unfortunately, we have no creatures that we can attack over, so it is what it is. We're just gonna have to pass it at this point. There's so many sigils. How is that not taking up space? The 3 Conjure Gardens into your hand? That's pretty awesome, actually. The art looks so good.
The truth will be mine.
Oh, she didn't go for this? Really? Or he didn't go for that. That's interesting. Yeah, that's actually really interesting because I can go 4, 5, 6, and this can go for game. So that's actually really cool. So let's let's just do that. I'm just gonna go for game, Vader. All right. GG. Easy. That's how we do. We clean up.
Good game.
No bonus rupees? Why? That was actually a pretty cool game.
Amazing! What a magnificent victory! Here comes the second match! Shadowverse Showdown!
I think we got this. But honestly, like, what is she playing? Because like, one of the cool things about this game is like seeing the NPCs like play very different decks. You can kind of like see like some really cool things. Because like again, that person who played Skeleton Soldier Rider thing, like that was amazing. Like, because it could do 10 up to like 10, like 1 damage 10 times. That was amazing. We'll get rid of these 3. Because Advent Soldier, Advent Blader's really good, but unfortunately we don't have like any. Oh come on, why are we drawing all of our high costing cards? The majority of our deck is like 1 to 2.
That's all for my turn.
Wow, this is insane. Like, it's kind of cool that we have Advent Blader because he can just search out for stuff like that, but that's, you know, that's kind of getting annoying. Are you serious? Okay, at least we can summon Novice Trooper. That's fine. This isn't going to happen just yet. Whenever an ally with at least 4 defense comes into play, give it Ward. Yeah, I want to get rid of this thing because Ward is just an. It's not a hard yield. It's just kind of annoying. Sword food defense to your leader. I'll have to put it back to normal. I can't evolve yet, which is fine. I can give an allied officer that, so I could do that. Take it out, which is nice. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we'll just do that.
What's this?
Let's see. She'll draw 2 cards soon. Be better just to get rid of that, and then we'll just pass her. Because the trooper still is going to still survive. Let's put a random countdown emily from your deck to your hand. Wow, it's basically a tutor. Okay, so that's a 4/4. Okay, so it's gonna attack that, which is fine because I could just attack over it anyway with almost anything, and we can start evolving now. So we can actually use like, you know, Floral Bender. But then again, I can also go with Advent Blader. 5. What to do? No, I'd rather get some board presence for sure. So I could always summon this, evolve it, and then next turn maybe drop Blader. No. We'll go with Blader now, because Blader will be able to give me search of stuff I can drop next turn, because I could play, you know, Floral, and then these 2 next turn. So that was actually a pretty decent choice. Yeah, we don't really need to. I mean, I could evolve. It's 5/6. She could still evolve, so that's not. No, we're not. We'll attack over that thing. Do I want to evolve this? Maybe a 5/6, which would be pretty strong. We're gonna have 5 play points. No, we'll pass turn. We should be fine.
That's the ticket.
You.
Restore 2 defense to your ally. Come on, why? That thing has war. Oh, that's not too bad, honestly. It's only a 3. So we should be able to get over that just fine. So we can always attack over that. You know, be bada bing, bada boom. We can drop Odihime, get a ton of value onto there as well. Unfortunately, I don't have like anything like, you know, really, really solid right now. But we can always save Odihime for next turn anyway. So I can drop this, evolve it, summon more, and I can also just drop like, you know, Quick Play Vanguard and stuff like that as well. So we're gonna do that. We can have her, our Advent Blader, attack directly for some damage. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. So, and we can even drop Veteran Lancer if I really wanted to, just a little bit more, you know.
Stop staring.
So get rid of her.
My king.
We're gonna do some damage here. And what do I want to do here? She doesn't really do anything, so I suppose a Quick Blader's not gonna be a big deal, so I can actually just attack. We'll get rid of this thing because like 2, you know, can be a decent amount of number to like start picking up damage. So we'll just do that. You still have cards you want to play? No, we can pass turn. We don't need to worry about having Vanguard in hand. Like we can still hold on to it for next turn, possibly.
This is perfect.
Themis' decree: destroy all followers. Well, shucks. All right, okay. That's annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Because we can always just drop Sea Queen Odihime, which gives me a full board again now, which is amazing. Unfortunately, I don't have Storm or like any boosters, but that's fine. I mean, for 6 to destroy the entire board twice. It's pretty good. Having it twice, that's pretty solid. I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Ooh, Royal Banner's gonna be really good. I wish we had that next turn, but it's fine. Do we think it's gonna happen again? Baby, I don't know. I mean, we could try an Aesthetic Knight and be able to get a boosted on him, and then also for the moment we're dropping 2. Can't attack, but it is what it is. No, we're just gonna pass turn. Then again, what are the likelihoods of having a third copy of this early? Right? Like, what are the chances? Hopefully, she doesn't do it again. Priest of the what? Well, it has ward. Both of them have ward because of her stupid charm. That's fine. Let's see. They're also pretty strong boys too, unfortunately. Oathless Knight. All right, we're hitting some pretty big numbers here. So let's start picking off some of the numbers. So we'll get rid of these. This thing can attack, and I can evolve it and just do that. Floral Fencer would be pretty nice because I could just summon more stuff to get the boost. Yeah, so we'll do that. I don't think I have like anything else that's like super important about evolving. I think it's just mainly Floral Fencer and like a few other cards. So we'll do that. Then give me 2 more boys, and they're all gonna get boosted up a little bit as well.
Nothing scary with allies by your side.
I can attack that. Alright, there we go. It's like one of the more annoying things that she can do is just give her stuff ward. Like the really high defense stuff, like instant ward is just annoying because I can't go for the damage.
Let me show you something.
That's annoying too.
Oh, Serpent King.
I mean, like the smaller ones are fine. It's just like the 3/4s are just kind of like, come on, bro. What are you... All right, so we can get rid of this one with this. We can attack over this one. I can start swinging for some damage here at this point, which is good.
No one gets past me.
Well, no. I mean, we can keep her on board. That's not a big deal. So we'll just start doing some damage.
Nothing scary with allies by your side.
You have plenty of play points. Jeez. All right. Personally, I'd like to do more damage, but having a ward creature of our own is gonna be nice to protect our smaller ones. So we'll drop Veteran Lancer and just pass turn probably. Because unfortunately, I can't play any of the cards. We have 8 play points just going down the drain. Incandescent Dragon. Oh, that is insane. Whenever an enemy follower attacks, give it -2. Oh my god. That's pretty busted. That thing has 6. Holy crap. When is extinction when you need it? By God.
Steal yourself.
And it has ward too, so I'm gonna be throwing a bunch of chump blockers at this thing too. Oh, why did I choose that? That's awesome.
My armor has been pierced.
Oh God, this is pathetic. We're gonna drop Ninja Master, I guess. God. That's really, really good. And if this thing becomes evolved, then that's going to be even worse. I suppose I could just start dropping creatures.
Strength and beauty together.
With any luck, I can maybe drop into something like Execution or Gilgamesh.
I'll go. Let me show you something.
Like those would be totally fine cards to draw into. Holy Sentinel. Subtract 1 from the assuming cost. Okay, so that's pretty good actually. That's good. It's at 1 now. I don't know what happened, but yo, I'm really happy for that. All allied officer followers. This is a commander, so it's not gonna get the buff that I want it to have, which kind of sucks. Its effect is really, really good right now.
Can you dodge
So
this?
I guess I could just, let's see. Yeah, that's not gonna work because it'll be at a -2 anyway. So I have to use, unfortunately, this guy to attack over it. It's still something. It's still something. Fencer, she can give it a +1/0, which is nice. So we're gonna summon We're gonna summon him. We're then gonna drop Fencer to be able to give him a little bit more power. So that's gonna be put me at enough. a little bit more.
Too slow.
And then we're gonna start
Nothing
swinging.
scary
Honestly,
with
I'm gonna
allies
leave
by
this
your
as it
side.
is here because it's not doing anything else otherwise. And we're still at full health, so we're doing pretty good right now. These dudes are cool because they can summon other creatures, but I don't want to, like, you know, waste that, so we're just gonna pass through. Oh, the fox is back. That is not good.
Should have been quicker.
Oh, that is not good either, because she can actually just restore her life too. So I can deal 5 to... Ooh, see Queen Orihime. Thank goodness on that. I mean, it's fine. Like, not the coolest thing, but it's also definitely not the worst. Let's get rid of that.
I shall gracefully engage.
But that's fine. We can get it pretty low to the point when dropping this is actually going to make it kind of like more relevant. Yeah, we'll do that. I wish I went second so I had one more evolution point, but that's totally fine. Okay, and they all get little buffs, which is amazing. Hopefully at this point she doesn't draw like another wipe the board, because that was just really annoying. Oh, come on. Restore 5 to an ally? Jeez. Oh my god, this is annoying.
Retreat! Let me ease your pain.
Damn! She restored 7!
Otohime.
I need to like draw some like really busted cards right now. Come on, this is annoying. Alright.
Otohime.
Othos Knight is kind of fine.
Otohime. You'll never hurt Otohime. Otohime.
Damn, the synergy on this deck is really good.
You'll never
Alright,
hurt
so
Otohime.
we're gonna drop that.
Otohime.
We're gonna drop Oathless Knight Seconds going on a sell, just get a bunch of stuff on board. Make them all like pretty much 2/2s, which is really nice. Well, 2/1. Still fine. Okay. Unfortunately, they can't attack, but I mean, like, you know, they're gonna start chipping away at that anyway, so it's fine. Oh, come on, she's like undone every damage that we've done. Well, that's where so many Guardian Fox, and there's gonna be more coming out either way too.
So this.
Oh, that is so bad. Yeah, we have like no cards at this point either. We'll give it to this one because he can attack.
No one gets past me.
And then next turn she's gonna be able to summon another one of those Guardian Foxes. This amulet's just really annoying. We even got to the point where they don't even really need to play cards at this point. They're just playing it on its own. Wow, that's annoying. Yeah, we pretty much lost because like this engine is really, really solid that's going on. Yeah, I can't really do much besides dropping this dude. Yeah, we're gonna have to, I mean, he could attack, but...
Onward ho!
Yeah, we're just gonna attack the Fox. We'll attack the
We're
Fox.
together forever.
Because like if I just left it alive, she could just use these little creatures over here to just destroy whatever we're gonna drop. Oh, finally we actually drew into a card I was asking for a long ass time ago. And the thing that kind of sucks is Gilgamesh is kind of weak. Like defense wise anyway, so it's not even gonna do anything. Like it gets rid of a fox, which is, you know, pretty cool, but it doesn't help the fact that we're almost dead.
That's the god is on our
Jean
side.
the Arc. You'll do damage to all enemy followers and give. Oh wow, that is annoying. Yeah, no, we definitely lost in this match. Noble Knight, Fanfare summoned 2 knights. It's not gonna do anything.
Tides of battle.
Because of this amulet here, it's just giving everything ward. Which I don't even know. Yeah, she doesn't even have it on her own, but it just kind of like puts us in a predicament. Yeah, we might actually have to do some deck testing later on at some point. And honestly, like this deck is just really popping off.
I guess I'm done for.
Yeah, GG. Wow, I actually thought we actually almost had that, but the biggest thing that kind of sucked is that we just opened up with so many high-costing cards. It just didn't work. No, we'll come back to this. We'll definitely come back to this. I'll just like a play testing or something like that, and just like, you know, kind of like up it up a little bit more. Oh, yeah, we actually have to go. Oh yeah, we just keep going until either I lose twice or I win twice. I forgot about that. All right, let's give this one a shot. Let's see if we can actually get a win for this one. Like, if I can get something that just doesn't because like our deck goes really fast, really quickly. So if I can, you know, oh, it's Dragon Craft. We actually might be able to win this one because Dragon Craft's a little bit slower.
Shall we?
We also did the opposite and drew low casting cards, which is pretty solid. I like that. That's fine. And again, I think we get a lot more value for this deck anyway going seconds, so that's pretty cool. 102. That's not going to do anything, that's fine. I can kind of like replicate that too. We also drew into Gilgamesh for a little bit later on as well. And the cool thing is, like, I don't think this deck will play a lot of pages, so we should be fine. Dragon Oracle is good. It's fine. Ooh, Namas Trooper. I mean, I suppose I can always go for Veteran Lancer, so we can just start looking at getting some protection on, and then we'll attack and just pass.
Yes. You've no business here.
Oh, this one can't be. Oh, it can't be it. Oh, come on. Blazing Breath's actually pretty good. This thing can't be attacked, which is fine. We could always drop. I mean, I can make this dude stronger, which is nice. Yeah, then we can drop maybe Novice Trooper and Quick Later next turn, maybe. Yeah, wouldn't be too bad. So we'll make him a little bit more stronger. We're just gonna go for a light. Putting her at a 5/5. Ooh. Okay, I'm kind of glad that we kind of waited a little bit there, because that ward thing's gonna be able to take us a little bit of time to like actually deal with. So that is a thing. So I can technically take it out now if I wanted to. They have 3 cards. They'll have 3 cards in the next turn. I'll have no cards if I just try to take it out now. So I could evolve, put this at a... Well, actually, no. If I really wanted to, I could put that on the board, attack and evolve. It's... I'd rather not do it that way. So we're gonna drop Oathless Knight. So I'm trying to remember like what Dragoncraft has in the deck. We'll drop Quick Later 2. Only we had one more for Advent Blader. Advent Blader would just be a great card to drop right now because we get so much search for it. Alright, so she can evolve and now go to 6/6. So Sky Dragon OF is activated, so what does this thing do again?
Lighten up a bit.
Oh, against an empty play. Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay.
This. I live by the sword.
That's about it.
Okay. So now it's our turn, and we can actually start doing some stuff. So that's still a 5. That's annoying. Well, we can drop her, and then we can evolve her, which is really nice.
Evolve.
So this is gonna take. Yeah, this will be enough to take it out, which is good. So we're going to take out this card.
My lord.
We're then going to... I mean, I can go for the Epic, so that might not be a bad idea. Yeah, especially the fact that she has kind of like low on creatures, so we're going to kind of just do that.
No one gets past me.
I mean, it's very well possible that she could have like a really strong card in her hand. That she'll have 8 play orbs, but we'll see. Dragon Wave. I think that, yeah, if you evolve it, it deals 3, but... It doesn't look like they're doing that, which is good. So they have like nothing in hand right now, so we can kind of like just take advantage of that, just go for damage. So first off, I can always kill that since it prevents that from actually evolving. We can summon the Glad Knight, which is nice. We'll evolve her because she does have value for evolving, which is really nice. So we're gonna do that because I want to build a board again. Floral Fencer's dropping.
My loyalty is ironclad.
Ironclad. And the cool thing is she can actually start attacking town now, too. She can attack directly, so we're going to take advantage of that. We'll have her take care of that, because I don't want it to evolve and deal more damage.
I'll lead the charge.
We'll drop that. This one can take care of the next one. Potentially we're good. Unless she draws like a really busted card, we're probably going to be okay.
My dragon and I are
Dragon gets +2 OF is activated, which it is, but it doesn't look like they're going to do anything. Ooh, nice. Oh, sweet. That's amazing. We actually drew into Advent Blader. Personally, we don't really need to use it though. It's like we already have a pretty decent board.
Strength and beauty together.
We are gonna drop though Dwarf Lancer and also this Trooper dude. We can just start dealing some damage. So get rid of that.
What a drag.
We'll also get rid of the Goblin. Oh, we'll take the Goblin if that's okay. Next turn, as long as we don't draw anything with Ward, we got this. Wait, why are you evolving the Gobby? I mean, honestly though, his stats ain't too bad. All right, that's fine. All we gotta do is take out this and we're done. Which we can do with just these 2 cards alone. If we have Gilgamesh, just go for a win. Because Gilgamesh is Storm. So that's pretty solid. So we can do that. Kind of looks more like Hercules from like Fate. Like the Fate series, if anybody's familiar with that. You know what? This Gilgamesh has had too much fun for a long time, so we're gonna get rid of it. And then go for the W. And I think that actually puts us into A rank now too, because we got our both wins. So that's pretty hype. Let's do it. Yeah, that one went so much better. Dragoncraft is a much easier matchup against this deck versus something like the Haven thing. That was just like insane. Like the value they have is amazing.
And that's 2. Congratulations, you are now officially in A rank.
We did it.
We did it.
Yes.
That's a wrap, ladies and gents. Let's hear it one more time for our newly promoted champion.
Woo! Oh, A rank, baby! Let's go. What is next? Like S rank or something like that? We'll figure it out eventually.
Yay! Congrats on reaching A rank. I knew you had it in you. Now you're officially qualified for the Silver Cup.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and don't forget this. A little something to commemorate your promotion.
What do we get? What do we get? Ooh, yo, she gave us 10 packs. That's amazing. We also got Darkness Fall sleeves. Like, yo, this that's like 1,000 gem value.
Positively just can't wait to see your next game.
That's amazing. Ooh, we got a phone call or is it a text message? How's everyone's rank progress going? I made it to A rank. Just as I calculated. Congratulations. Awesome. I'm almost there too. Can't let you beat me too. Haha. We all have all the info we need on both our opponents. What now? The Silver Cup, baby? Correct. Let's reconvene in the club room tomorrow. Yes. Let's go. Do I get a little bit of free time to explore? Because I want to open up those packs. New villain, perhaps?
My, you're far more dull than I expected.
What is up with like everything just like popping into existence? Like, is the game not able to catch up or something like that? I'm not too sure.
Thank you for looking after my sister. She can be quite a handful sometimes.
Oh yeah. It's her sister.
At a loss for words, I see. Well, aren't you just precious? We're known as the Jobert sisters.
Oh. What was the log?
I see now why she let her guard down. The look on your face. So naive.
I mean, it is pretty basic. It is a pretty basic
why our
face.
client has his eye on you is beyond me to be. But I suppose that's his business. None of that matters as long as we get what we're due. I look forward.
I mean, I kind of do that. Like, you can fast forward a little bit. She was scary as she was beautiful. I wonder who this client is supposed to be. That's a great question. Like, who is the big like the big bad booty, the big bad scary dude?
Finally in order.
All right! We did it!
We've done everything we can. Now it should be possible to.
Look forward to wide and inspiring words. I mean, it kind of like has like an ominous touch. Like, who knows what's gonna happen, right? It's pretty scary.
What's wrong, Kai? I just received a message saying Shiro Kiriyama will be playing in the Silver Cup.
Shiro Kiriyama?
Shiro Kiriyama? The pro player?
Yes. Apparently my research was sorely lacking.
Do you think we'd be able to come up with a plan in time?
Have we met this guy yet?
I suppose our only option now would be to postpone our entry.
Hero's gonna have none of this. Like, I'm assuming Hero's gonna intervene like right after this.
Yeah,
You could just do the Silver Cup another day, you know? Like when that Shiro guy isn't there. But, you know...
We can't let a chance like this
Ah!
go to waste, right?
Called it. Called it.
It's not every day we get a chance to go head-to-head with a real pro.
Honestly, I'm kind of tempted just to watch the anime for this series.
That's true. Now that we've come this far, I suppose we have no choice but to go all the way.
Looks like we're...
Oops. Yeah! Let's do it with the power of friendship, baby. It's finally the day of the Silver Cup. I should head over to the Shadowverse Stadium. No. Listen here. We got some facts I want to buzz through. We're gonna do that. All right. Let's just do. No, not for you. Not for you. We're gonna do okay, and then we're gonna end the stream because I'm tired. I'm very tired. Skip. Oh, I meant to skip the first one, but that's okay. Anyway, let's just check some of these out. So, Demonic Silenacrum. Interesting. So it's a neutral. Fanfare get +2 of at least 2 of all the allies or followers from play. Wow, that's actually pretty insane. Because that's a 4/5. That's no. Yeah, 4/5. That's insane. It also even gets Ward. Amazing. We've already seen this card from the other decks. Only needs a prayer. When other is restored, oh, yo, that's actually pretty good for Havencraft, honestly, from what we've seen, for sure. Calamitous Curse. Finish all followers with 2 defense or less. Yo, that's disgusting. Considering the fact, like, that's kind of like how my deck plays, that's disgusting. Summon 1 Claymore spell boost, summon 1 more. I still gotta figure out the whole spell boost thing, because, like, that looks pretty interesting to me. Sorry, not making a joke with yet. Yeah. Me too. Put 2 fairies into your hand and change their cost to 0? Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Like, that reduction is going to be really, really nice. Let's see, Chiron. Okay, so that's fine. Dance of Death, we already have that. Yeah, we're actually starting to clean up these packs pretty well. Ooh, we got another copy of Advent Blader. I might actually add that to the deck because that's just such a good card to draw into. Dragon Console. Randomly discard one of the lowest cards in your hand to draw 3. It costs 4 is the problem. It just costs a little bit too much. Godsteel Wings. Havencraft, not really too familiar with it, but you know what? We're doing good. Salt Commander. Swordcraft, yo, let's go. Give all allied officers 1/0 for fanfare. Not too bad, actually. We might throw that into the deck. We just might throw that to the deck, everybody. Hold Sword Swing. If there are fewer allied followers than enemy followers in play, summon a knight. Then deal 2 damage to an enemy follower. That's actually not too bad. That is actually not too bad. There's a little bit of stuff going on to get some pretty good bang for your buck. All right, with that being said, we are actually going to save, and I think this is actually a fantastic place for us to keep up on. We got quite a bit done. We were able to get some story stuff done. Even got to hang out with some of our friends, which, you know, that's always a fun time. But yeah, I had a lot of good time. I had a good time with this until we got decimated by Havencraft. Everybody have a great rest of your night. The next stream is going to be on Monday. No, not Monday, Tuesday. And that is when we return back for more Dead Cells for Chorus's Redemption. Good progress, homie, always, right? We always make pretty good progress with Shadowverse. Everybody, have a great rest of your night. Sleep well, safe state. Not save state. Stay safe, and I will see you guys in the next stream. I'm not going to do a raid tonight. Not seeing a whole lot of people streaming, and also, like, I'm immediately just going to jump off and go to bed. Or just, like, take it easy. Whatever, have a great rest of your night. I appreciate you all. And, yeah, hopefully see you guys on Tuesday.